So I was upstairs working, it smelled like burning plastic, and then went down to check. There was a large TV hanging above the fireplace, and there were actually flames coming out the back. I got my dogs out, and because it had already started to smoke, that kind of black smoke from the plastic. It was devastating. I did not think that the house could be rebuilt to look like a home again, not just my home, but any home. It just seemed like it was impossible. And you guys responded immediately and were so kind to me. And that was huge because it was just overwhelming, really overwhelming. Everyone responded so quickly and couldn't have been nicer. It was just seamless from the moment you guys were boarding it up when the fire department was still here finishing up. You were here like immediately and had everything secured, and then immediately had me in contact with the process and what would happen. And one of your people would always just call me to check in. I thought that was amazing. I always felt like you were taking care of me every step of the way. Bruce just was always in contact with me, and if something would come up, he always let me know in advance. He always kept me in the loop, which I really appreciated. The thing that was so wonderful is he made the house what I kind of had always envisioned it could be, but wasn't. It's a 50s home that had an odd layout in the kitchen that I never liked, but it is what it is. But he helped me make it better than it was, and I loved it before. I think he knew what a mid-century modern home should look like and didn't want to lose that, so he made it better than it was. Joe just has a personality that is amazing, and his finish work is beautiful. When it got to the part of the process that I was getting excited about, things were starting to come together, Joe was getting excited too, which that's neat to have someone else excited about what's going on, and he would have ideas that I didn't think of. That was important to him too, that things looked right and better than it looked before, like I said. Jennifer in the office, I love her. She and I were back and forth by email quite often, and she always would get back to me immediately. We'd just have some generic question, I'd expect, get back to me in a week or something, and she would 5 minutes later have an answer. I have no complaints about any part of the situation, and I felt like you guys were so great about, at the beginning, to actually go to the insurance for me and, kind of be the middleman for that. So I hope everyone would receive the same kind of treatment that I received. And little things did come up. And Joe would point little things out that he would notice and say, this isn't right, I'm gonna fix this. And he didn't have to do that. I wouldn't have noticed. And he knew I wouldn't know, but he wanted it done right. It's the kind of work you do and the kind of company you are. You guys just go above and beyond. And I do recommend you to all of our customers. As soon as someone calls in and they've got mediation that needs done, I always say, wait for Swartz. You guys are the best.